Now we got to talk about the main story. Well, Razer.
The Razer Junglecat.
Razer.
Yes.
Razer is a gaming peripheral company. They also make mice and keyboards.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, they just straight up made a Nintendo Switch. It's called the Junglecat. This is from the Razer's website. So I think these are, I didn't look much into this other than looking at it and being like, that is a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Down to the ABXY buttons. Oh, no, they're flipped. It's more like an Xbox. I think these are just add-ons to their phone. Portable precision. When you and the Razer Junglecat are on the move, the only place you'll arrive at is victory. Who wrote this? Enhance your mobile gaming experience with our dual-sided gaming controller for Android, with every one of its features made to keep you in the hunt. There's nowhere left for your prey to run. Portable, dual-sided controller. Improve your precision, blah, 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 blah. Modular design. The Razer Junglecat comes with 3 custom cases that keep it attached to your phone. So there you go. You need these cases.
Yeah.
Giving you the flexibility to attach the left, right, or both sides of the mobile gaming controller. It also includes an adapter which turns it into a standalone controller that pairs with other Android devices and Windows PCs. Will, do you know what that adapter looks like?
This looks like a shell, doesn't it?
No,
like
it looks like a freaking Joy-Con grip, Will. Well, no. Well, the cases look like cases for your phone.
Right.
But the freaking the adapter so that you can play it as a controller is a Joy-Con grip.
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Except it's really just a middle piece. It really doesn't have any.
Yeah, it doesn't have like the handles, the ergonomic handles.
Yeah. They got some lovely photography on here, though.
Yeah.
Look at all that. That looks so good. I wish I could show it on screen, but my computer's being lame as hell. We don't need to read all this. What's this last thing it says here? Would you please just scroll to the right place? Razer Gamepad app designed to pair the Razer Junglecat to your phone. The app lets you jump straight into the hottest games with the hottest games on Android. Well, I should just preface that by saying these are only for the hottest games on Android. I don't know if Android's got the hottest games.
I mean, they got games. There's definitely that.
The hottest games.
Right.
Name one Android game. Name one. That's
Android exclusive?
That you would play with these controllers. Just name an Android game. You have 10 seconds. 9.
Oceanhorn.
Fuck. God damn, that game sucks, Will.
I was panicked. I was under a lot of pressure. I have anxiety because I'm a gritty, realistic Nightwing.
Hottest games with a preset profile. Create your own button layout for hundreds of other supported titles. Really, this is just for emulators. Let's be real. Right. So that looks like a Razer phone that has a case on it. Are these cases? Oh, there's a list of supported games. Are there cases for other phones though?
It looks like it, because if you look at if you scroll up and look at the cases, they have different cutouts for what I assume would be the cameras.
True. I don't know what Android phones look like these days, Will.
I mean, some of them do look like that.
Unless these are all for Razer phones, because all the cameras in the same spot in all of them. 1-year warranty.
It just says,
you know what'll help, Will?
It can be paired with any compatible Android smartphone or tablet.
Yeah, but what are the compatible ones? You know what help, Will? Just go in a freaking Verge and reading their article. Razer Juggernaut brings Nintendo Switch-like Snap-on controllers to Android, but it only works with 4 specific phones. See, they know what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But today it's launching a $100 mobile gamepad called the Juggernaut yet again, this time reincarnated as a set of 2 Joy-Con-like gamepads that snap onto either side of your handset. The catch is you'll need to stick your phone in a specific case to make that trick work, and Razer only has cases for 4 phones to start. The Razer Phone 2, the Galaxy Note 9, the Galaxy S10 Plus. Okay. That's reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Or swapping out the Note 9 for a Huawei P30 Pro case for the rest of the world. So not in the US.
Correct.
But you could probably just get that pretty easily.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll be connecting the 2 pads together with a little bridging bar and using them at a distance from your PC like this. Just like another controller that we know of.
Yes.
Look at how far away they are.
A joyful controller.
Look how far away they are from that thing. Will it have a kickstand? Probably not.
Nope.
False advertising right there. Will it come to other phones? We will continue to evaluate the needs of interested customers and address them accordingly, a Razer rep tells The Verge, explaining that the company prioritized phones with large displays and gaming-oriented specs that sold in high volumes for this release. I mean, I think that's pretty reasonable. There's too many Android phones out there.
Yeah.
If you're going to release a product like this, go for the big ones. Why not the Pixel?
There's probably some reason why they can't.
I mean, I think the Galaxy might be the most popular Android phone.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And the Huawei P30 is popular everywhere else in the world, so that makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
But the Pixel's right up there too, you know.
I guess that's
if the Galaxy's not the most popular, then the Pixel would
probably want to like do it for the most popular first, see what the market says, and then if it is they'll do it for the second most.
Or maybe they're waiting for the new. Wait, the new Pixel just dropped. Maybe that's why.
Maybe, yeah.
Also, while Razer is promising the instantaneous response with a reliable, low-latency connection to your smartphone, you should probably know that the connection Razer is talking about is standard Bluetooth low energy. Unlike Nintendo's Joy-Cons and a handful of other third-party controllers, there's no physical connection to your handset, and it looks like you may need to charge them individually over USB-C. Yeah, you should kind of, I guess, expect that. But where's the ports are on the bottom, it looks like?
That kind of sucks that you have to charge them individually. It'd be nice to have one thing that charges them both at the same time.
Like a pad.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Or have the freaking grip. That grip should have one USB-C port, and you put the things on the grip.
Grip should be a glorified battery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just a way to dock the two, to have one cable to charge them both.
Yeah.
You know? That would make the most sense. Seems like that a missed opportunity there. Where are we? All that said, Razer says they'll deliver 100 hours of gaming on a charge. I'll say that the Joy-Con have an insanely long battery life.
Yes.
Which is quite a bit and will let you remap buttons and even change the sensitivity on its large Switch-like joysticks, as well as offering native support for many games. If you're interested, you follow Junglecat, right? P.S. If you think the industrial design looks a lot like a Game Vice, you're not alone. Nobody thought that.
Nobody thinks of the Game Vice.
Nobody was like, you know what, this is a Game Vice. If you don't know what a Game Vice is, these things were in Apple stores for a while, before the Switch was even out. This was the Switch before the Switch came out. It's just little things that attach to your iPhone. I thought so too, which reminded me to go find out what happened back when Game Vice sued Nintendo over the design of its Joy-Cons. Turns out the case was voluntarily dismissed. So now you know.
Which means that Game Vice must have decided, you know what? It's not worth suing Nintendo.
So does that mean that they're not going to get sued by Game Vice?
Probably not. I mean, if they tried to sue the biggest company and that didn't work out. So I doubt. Well,
it was voluntarily dismissed.
Yeah,
meaning they knew they weren't going to win.
Well,
so could that be used against them if they try to sue Razer now?
Yeah,
like you tried to sue Nintendo,
but at the same time, like the only
dismiss?
case that they have is that this is also being made for smartphones, whereas in Nintendo's case, that was a dedicated video game system.
Yeah, they're not even that similar. Like the Game Vice attached to a cell phone, and it like kind of covered part of the phone.
Yeah,
it like the phone kind of sat in it. The Switch is a dedicated device, like you said, and it slides onto the device itself, and you can't use it for multiple devices. It's only for the Switch. So that was a dumb lawsuit.
Yeah,
it's kind of a similar idea, but not similar enough. This is straight up just it looks exactly like the Switch. I mean, still, it's going onto a phone case. So it's not exactly a dedicated device, and it's not. I mean, but it kind of does slot in like a Joy-Con.
It's very close.
So, what do you think? They're gonna get sued or what? Like, what's the patent looking like on the Switch?
I don't know. I'm sure because this probably doesn't have Rumble or NFC in it, so that probably saves them. The button layout is different.
They flipped the XB?
No, I mean like the position of like
it's like
the analog stick.
But even the analog stick looks exactly like a Joy-Con analog stick, which means you might get drift on this bad boy.
Oh, there you go. I know someone was asking about that. There's your answer.
It looks like it's the same part, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. I think There's a chance, but I don't know if it'll happen. I think there might be too much of a difference. You know, because again, this is for a phone, whereas the Switch, the Joy-Cons are dedicated video game peripherals.
I'm trying to see what exactly the Nintendo Switch patent looks like. All I'm getting is the stupid angled Joy-Con.
Yeah.
Here's a patent for the controller. So if they flip it sideways, if you can flip one of those Razer Joy-Con sideways, then
then they're boned.
They might be it looks like Nintendo might have a patent on flipping the controller sideways.
Well, it doesn't look like you can, because on the left side it is clearly a D-pad.
Correct. Okay.
And on the right side, you know, you'd have to flip it the other way in order to use it on its side, but it doesn't look like you can.
Okay.
You know?
So they might be safe there.
Yeah.
Here's another one on
I forgot. Did it say it had shoulder buttons?
It has to have shoulder buttons.
I mean, it's definitely got 2. Does it have the full 4?
That'd be freaking ridiculous if it didn't have shoulder buttons. They have a patent for that, which is just the Switch, which might be incriminating.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? The D-pad's on the left side. Oh no, look at that! That's the Joy-Con being slotted onto the Switch right there as a patent. And it slots in. I mean, we don't see a video of it actually slotting in.
Right.
Maybe it attaches some other way. It looks like they have a patent on the rails. And the fact that the Joy-Con themselves have rails.
Yeah.
Do we know how they slot in? That's important information. That could be the key factor in them being sued.
Yeah.
You know, we don't know. We don't know how they slide in. Any of these pictures? Nope. You can play Fortnite on it, Will, according to their pictures.
Oh, thank God.
That's an Android game. All right, so I think we need to know how they slide on before I can definitively say whether or not they're going to get sued by Nintendo. They don't
slide onto the phone itself. They slide into the case.
Yeah, but still, are there rails? That's important.
True.
Are there rails or is it magnetic?
It doesn't look like there are rails
on the case.
Yeah.
Then what are they snapping?
I guess.
It doesn't show exactly what is on the case.
Oh, it does have 4 shoulder buttons.
Yeah, it doesn't even say.
Yeah,
It doesn't even say how they attach.
It's very possible they found a way to make this without, you know, incurring the wrath of Nintendo's lawyers.
I'm sure Razer's smart.
Yeah.
And they probably purposely made it so that they can't be sued by Nintendo, because then they would have to stop production of this whole thing. I don't think this thing's gonna sell very well anyway.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be a very niche thing.
Maybe in like outside of America, like because I know China has a big market for mobile gaming and like phones that have controllers built into it. Because for a while they didn't even have consoles. They weren't even allowed to have consoles until 2015. So mobile gaming was huge there, and companies sprung up that made phones with like little joysticks and stuff. So this could be a hit there.
Yeah.
Here in America, we got the Switch. We don't need this thing. People who play games on their phones are fine using just a touchscreen. Having extra peripherals probably aren't a big deal. Do any of you have controllers you carry around with your phone? Probably not. And if you do, you're probably gonna leave it in your backpack. So yeah, cool. $100. I don't think anybody's gonna buy that.
I'm not gonna get it. Especially when I'm gonna spend $200 on the analog pocket for all my pocket gaming needs. So.
I also don't have an Android phone, but I really want one.